Going on, everyone? I've been gone for a little while. My bad. I was supposed to release the custom shorts video, but I had to leave somewhere and was not able to return for almost a fucking week. So, shit. Well, we're fucking back. UFC Taliesin, Texiera, and Derek Lewis at UFC Nashville goes down tonight. And I'm extremely late to these final predictions, but I haven't really changed anything. Not much. I don't remember. I did watch the video literally fucking 30 minutes ago, and I still don't remember. I don't remember who I picked between Walter and Nzechiku, but you'll see who I'm picking now. Yeah, let's fucking get right into it, man. I think it's going to be a pretty great card in Nashville. Hopefully we can make some fucking bread. I'm going to give you guys the best bets, and we're including a new thing to the bet, the big CMMA parlay. And it's a mix of me and my boy Gene Bean's parlay. So, yeah. But let's get right into it. Fatty McCline is taking on Melissa Martinez in the opener. And guys, I honestly think Fatty McCline's going to run through Melissa Martinez in 2 rounds. I'm going to say Fatty McCline wins this one. I don't think this is going to hit the under 2.5. I actually think the under 2.5 being plus 130 is pretty nice, and I might even take that as a bet. I'm going to take Fatty McCline to win this one by round 2, ground and pound TKO. I think if she gets the takedowns on Melissa Martinez, she's fucked. She's actually fucked. I don't even think Martinez is the better striker either. I just think she'll be way more safe, though, if this fight's on the feet. And if this fight isn't on the feet, which Fatima really shouldn't not take this to the ground, she will dominate this fight on the ground and will finish her 100% if she takes her down. I'm going to be going Fatima McCline, man. More lesbian. You can see the manliness in the fucking jaw. Melissa Martinez just looks like my local Chinese shop worker. Yeah, man, I'm going fucking Fatima McCline by dominant ground and pound TKO in round 2. She clearly wins the first, taking her down, and it's clear, oh shit, like, she can't get up, and then she's gonna get fucking destroyed. Yeah. Moving on up the card, Mike Davis takes on Mitch Ramirez. How the fuck is Mitch Ramirez in the red corner? I don't fucking get this sport. Dude, Mitch Ramirez is going to get fucking cooked in this fight badly, and I'm going Mike Davis by round 2 arm triangle pretty easily. Like, very easily. I would be not very surprised if it went to a decision, because I can see Davis, because I think Davis is going to grapple this whole time. But I can even see, I don't know why, I'm getting a weird feeling Davis can just chin him out of nowhere. I don't know why. This Texas card, like Nashville and Tennessee card, it's not Texas, but like Nashville card, like this freaking southern area, there's always crazy finishes. Finishes are always happening, and I do think a lot of finishes are going to happen on the card. And I'm taking Mitch Ramirez. Or not Mitch Ramirez. I'm taking Mike Davis to finish Mitch Ramirez. And I'm going to say in round 1. I'm going to say he submits him in the first round when they're fresh, when they're not too sweaty. And I'm going to say he takes him down and arm triangles him in the first round. Yeah. Pretty easy win, I think, for Mike Davis. I don't think he should be minus 1,000, though, because his only losses are Prates and fucking Thiago Moises. So not the worst. Moving on up the card. This is one of the most interesting fights on the card. Why is this not on the fucking main card? I'm going Walter Walker as an underdog. I'm going to be going Walter Walker. I'm going to be trusting this hairy, ugly, hideous oaf who's going to be way shittier than him on the feet. But, dude, I watched Nzechiku in the Big 24 lose to fucking OSP. Like, I can't get that out of my head. I do think Walter was a machine on the regional scene, and he's looked like he's been getting in better and better shape. I think he's going to fucking go in there and take down Kennedy and Nzechiku, and I think this is going to be a nice Walter Walker by decision plus 450 play. And I think it's going to be a great one, man. I think it's going to be a very stressful fight, though. It's going to be a classic 29-28 Walter. Kennedy probably wins round 1 out striking Walter, but then Walter's just working in those takedowns. Kennedy starts to get tired. I do believe Walter has a chance of submitting him. I just don't think. I think the one thing Walter shouldn't do against Kennedy that he did in his last 2 fights was go for those heel hooks and leg locks, because Kennedy's arms are so fucking long. I think he can get ground and pound KO'd if he fucking goes for the leg. But, because, bro, these are heavyweights, bro. If he's bouncing Walter's head off the canvas, Walter's getting slumped. But I don't rate your wins over fucking Chris Barnett and Lucas Bresky. And Lucas Bresky arguably even fucking robbed Walter, which is sad. Sad the fight even got that close. Walter, you should have fucking finished him. But Walter looked like a fucking... Bro, Walter looked like Peter Griffin going in there, bro. He was fucking fat as fuck. But yeah. Moving on up the card. Eduardo Mora. Oh yeah, I'm going Walter Walker by dominant 29-28 decision. Where I'll say he almost submits Kennedy in round 2. And I'll say he just controls him in round 3. Heavyweight, fat ass fucking fight. This guy's about to turn Kennedy into a heavyweight fat ass. But moving on up the card. Eduardo Mora takes on this hideous crackhead, Lauren Murphy. How the fuck did this absolute crackhead get back in the sport? I know she never technically retired. Retire, bro. Go back to your sewer, please. Like, ew. Lauren Murphy is such a cooked human being. In terms of, like, the way she fucking looks, bro. She looks so fucking cooked. And Mora looks fucking fried, too. And I'm going to be taking Mora by dominant 30-27 decision. Or I think she's just going to outstrike and out-grapple Lauren Murphy at will. Lauren Murphy's dog shit, couldn't do anything, and I can't believe she fought for a fucking UFC title. Like, it's fucking embarrassing. Stop doing crack. Moving on up the card. This is one of the more interesting ones. Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani takes on Jake the Celtic Kid Matthews. This is going to be a fucking good one, man. And I believe this is actually somehow going to hit the scorecards. These are 2 finishers. Guys that love the finish. But I think they both fight at slow enough of paces where Matthews got the toughness, and I don't think Chidi's going to get submitted. But what I think is going to happen is I think Jake Matthews is going to go out there, struggle early, get maybe rocked really bad early, and I think he's going to come back to submit, or not submit, to decision, Chidi Njokuani. I think he'll win this one, 29-28 split. I think it's going to be an absolutely great fight. But, yeah, man, I'm sticking with my guns on Jake Matthews. I feel like he's got it. He's had that UFC experience. He's been in the UFC for a long time. He's been in there with Sean Brady and grappled with the guy for 3 rounds. So, like, I know he got submitted in the end, but doesn't matter. You're going to learn from that experience. And I know it was time to go, but I'm just thinking Jake Matthews, if he can get the takedowns, it's going to be hard as shit for Chidi to get up because Jake Matthews isn't even that much smaller than him. He's 3 inches or 4 inches shorter. Like, that's not that bad. I've seen this fucking Bilal Edwards ass matchup before. And Jake Matthews does have clean boxing when he's on. The thing is, if I know Chidi's undefeated at welterweight as well, and I've bet on all 3 of his welterweight fights and made serious money. How the fuck was he an underdog against Alessu? Alessu was a literal 50-year-old fucking midget from Brazil. Like, he wasn't winning that fight. Dude, I think if Jake Matthews is on, he wins this fight. I think if Chidi's on and Matthews is on, both of them at their best, I think fucking Matthews will win. Do I think any of them would be injured? More likely Chidi. Chidi's the older guy. Unlikely probably had the striking camp, which was, or he's probably, I don't even know what Chidi, that's the thing. You don't know what Chidi's really training for. Chidi could be training for boxing or for wrestling because Matthews can just come out there and box like a retard for fucking 15 minutes, or he can come in there and mix it up and destroy Chidi. But, yeah, man, I can easily see if Matthews stays on the feet too long, Chidi's sleeping him. I wouldn't be surprised. But moving on up the card, Max Payne takes on the action man, Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is one of my favorite fighters, and I'm fucking picking him by knockout. I'm going to pick Chris Curtis by round 3 TKO against Max Griffin. I think he's going to pour it on. Just put a ton of volume on him. And I think if Buckley could move down to welterweight. And I know lighter man skill is a thing, but if Buckley moved down to welterweight, I do think Chris Curtis is at least going to beat Max Griffin. Like, there's no way he's not going to beat Max Griffin. Like, either he wins this by dominant decision where he 30-27's Max Griffin on the feet, or he knocks him out. And I think he knocks him out. I'm going to lean towards the round 3 TKO from Chris Curtis. I'm going to say it's a body headshot. Like he, that in-tight Curtis rip, then he goes up top, then it comes down with a straight. I can see very, very nice, heavy-ass combinations from Curtis. And I can just see Griffin goes down. I don't think he's going to go out cold or anything. I just think he's going to crumble and get finished. And yeah, man, I think Chris Curtis is going to have a fucking good-ass fucking highlight. Maybe it's early in the fight where he just bombs on him with a left straight like he did to Buckley and he did to fucking Brendan Allen and those guys. And fucking Phil Hawes, which I predicted is a massive underdog. But yeah, man, moving on up the card. Here's the big risk, boys. Tuco Tokos takes on Junior Tafa. And I'm taking on the ugly fuck, Tuco Tokos, to win. I know Junior has been looking like Junior Suave out here, fucking looking much more ripped, less like a tub. I know he's got the glory kickboxing background. Nigga, you're a Tafa, bro. Stop. You're getting cooked. You're getting legitimately cooked by Tuco Tokos. That's actually a hard L. I'm going to be taking Tuco Tokos as an underdog to win this one via 30-27 wrestling clinic decision. I'm going to say 29-28 only because he's going to be winning an entire round. I know how this is going to go. He's going to be winning an entire round and get fucking dropped. I know. Tuco has no chin. He's a bum. This is like bum level light heavyweight fighting. Like, I fucking knocked both of them out. Fucking 2 minutes. But yeah, man. I'm going to be taking Tuco Tokos to win this one. I think he's got the better wrestling. I think he's got lighter man skill. As good old Lucas Glazy likes to say. And oh my god, Lucas Tracy's GOAT list is the worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Marab above GSP. DJ at like 9. Oh my god. Yeah, man. I just think Tuco will be able to at least press Tafa into defense. I know Tafa's used to fighting bigger guys, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Tafa's just been used to fighting fucking blobs. And he's barely done well against them, even lost to fucking Mo Usman. I'm going Tuco to take this guy down and win by decision. Maybe even a ground and pound TKO or a submission. But I feel like Tuco Tokos is going to win this one via decision. He was the favorite to beat Zhang Mingyang, which is fucking insane. I wish I bet on that shit. I fucking wish. Why didn't I watch Road to the UFC like that? Sorry, I'm not trying to watch fucking Chinese fighters at 2 a.m. beating the shit out of each other. Actually, I am. I can't lie, I'm down. Next Road to the UFC I'm in. Vitor, I took roids, and I'm so evident. Petrino versus this poor NFL player. Austin Lane's getting slumped. Bad. I have a bad feeling. And I think this is just going to be a classic Vitor starts spamming the hook like he's well-maker. He's just well-maker maxing, and then he just left hooks him. I know it's going to go like that. Lane is so shit, he won't be able to adjust. I know he won't. But that's the one thing I'm going to say is, how did Vitor Petrino get knocked out? He threw a looping shot and got beat down the middle with a straight. Austin Lane does throw an occasional right straight. Not saying Austin Lane's even got a chance. Austin Lane is absolutely fucked. He's got no advantages. Younger is Petrino, moving up a weight class, way bigger. The guy's going to take him down at will. The guy's better than him on the feet. The guy's 5 times more athletic than him. He's going to fucking ragdoll him, and if it ever gets to grappling, and I think he's going to fucking just knock him out. I think he's going to be a first-round flatline KO from Vitor Petrino. Like, I think it's going to be a beautiful fucking left hook. I think it's going to be a beautiful fucking left hook, and I think he's going to slump him out pretty bad. Moving on up the card, a lot of people are picking Nate Landwehr. And Charrier making me look worried with this fucking haircut. But I'm going to be taking Morgan Charrier to knock out Landwehr cold in round 2. And I don't want to see Nate the Train, baby, get slumped, but he's getting slumped. I have a bad feeling he's going to get... Because I'm seeing a lot of people like, oh, is Charrier going to be able to outstrike Nate to a decision clean enough to where Nate won't be able to make it dirty and then Charrier will just win a decision? I actually think if Nate lets Charrier land on him too much, Charrier is going to find a punch that knocks him out. Because Landwehr gets rocked a lot. Like way too much for people to be this confident in Charrier winning a decision. And Charrier is a fucking striker. His primary base is striking. The guy, if he needs to wrestle, he'll wrestle. I think he's going to knock Nate Landwehr out fucking cold. Out stiff. I know he let me down against Nathaniel Wood, and I wanted to pick Nathaniel Wood, but I didn't. Shout out Nathaniel Wood, such an underrated fucking fighter. But dude, I think he's going to find her like a right hook. Like an very, very tight right hook. Actually, I think they're going to be clinching each other. I think he's going to grab the head, body shot, and then right hook over the top. And I think he's going to, rock Landwehr really bad. And then from there, I think he's going to just pour it on. And you know what? I'm going to say he lands like a left and then like a right straight. And the right straight just puts Landwehr out against the fence. And yeah, I think Charrier is going to knock him out cold. And I think he's going to get booed like a motherfucker in Nashville. I think... maybe home state Landwehr can pull it out and pull out a star-making moment. Look at that boss here. Come on. I don't know, man. I want Nate to win. Nate's fucking always fun. But he took a beating from Doohoo Choi as well. A beating, bro. He got fucking rocked up multiple times, stung up, then crucifix TKO'd. Well, that's why we bet Choi by KO. See what I mean? I know when Landwehr doesn't really have the moments on his chin. I called him to beat Onama. I knew he would beat Onama. But I'm okay with predicting Nate Landwehr fights. I think the only ones I really got wrong were Jamal Emmers, and that's it. And if you're a guy that throws combinations, you knock out Landwehr. If you're a guy that throws one punch, you don't really knock him out. Let me try and think. Who are guys that... Landwehr fought Ige, right? They fought. When Landwehr fought Ige, right? Yeah, I knew. Okay, when Landwehr fought Ige, that fight was a decision because Ige was throwing a single punch at a time because he didn't want the fight to get too chaotic. I think Charrier doesn't mind if it gets chaotic, and I think it getting chaotic is because Landwehr's getting landed on, and if he's getting landed on, I think he's gonna get chinned. Yeah, guys, I think Landwehr's a beast. I think he's a fucking machine, but I don't think he's gonna pull through, and I think the Frenchman's gonna sleep him, and I think he's gonna make a quick turnaround, probably turn around for the Paris card. Moving on up the card, Calvin, the Boston Bomber. I don't even think that's his nickname. Cater takes on Steve Bean Machine Garcia. And I've officially made my pick after a ton of time of watching these two fight. I've actually watched so much Steve Garcia in my life. I am a Steve Garcia. I don't even know anymore. I'm picking Calvin Cater. I'm switching up on Steve. I think he's way too fucking open for a guy as clean as boxing as Cater. Cater's had better competition against Steve Garcia. He did win round 3 against Yusuf Zalal and had him like a bitch running away. I guarantee you if Zalal stayed in the fire, he would have gotten chinned. Shout out Zalal, though. He just outstruck him anyway. Why not take the win? Steve Garcia's got a fuck tan line right now. He comes hard as shit. I think he's going to sting Cater really badly early with a right straight. Turn his head. But bros, he was getting dropped by Shailen Nurjambeke, getting rocked up constantly by guys. The Chase Hooper win does be yeah, okay, that's a good one. But Cater's takedown defense is really good. My bad for the on. Cater's takedown defense is really good. It's always been fucking really good. And Steve Garcia does wrestle at times. So if he starts to wrestle with Cater, I think Cater will stop the takedowns. And I think Cater's going to have his way with Garcia when Garcia gets to the halfway point of round 1. Because Garcia comes out so fucking hard. I think he is going to go out there and not respect Calvin Kattar at all and fucking scrap with him. And I think if he does, I think he's going to get fucking... You know what? I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to say Calvin Kattar flatline KO Steve Garcia out cold in the first round. I think Steve Garcia... I think it's going to be a crazy one-round war. Where Steve comes out heavy, rocks Kattar early. Kattar finds a random shot in an exchange. I think it will be a right straight that he puts Steve Garcia just down. I think it will be a right straight off of Steve Garcia throwing like a body kick or a low kick. He throws those kicks so telegraphed, like literally tells you he's going to come up from the ground with the kick. A lot of power in it, but I don't think it will be enough. I think Steve Garcia is getting fucking chinned. Please, Kattar. Please win. Don't lose to the Bean Machine. Even though Steve Garcia, you made me money, and I think fight not to go the distance is sure to be good. Unless fucking Kattar can crafty bet his way to a decision. But moving on up the card, dude, I've been fucking wanting to pick Stephen Thompson now. I don't know what the fuck it is. Something is telling me to pick Stephen Thompson, but I can't do it. I'm picking Bonfim by round 3 sub. And I'm picking him by Darce choke. I think he's going to Darce choke Stephen Thompson. Fuck. I don't want to see Stephen Thompson lose. I always have a rule of thumb with Stephen Thompson fights. Don't bet on them, please. Don't. You always lose your money. I can never get a Stephen Thompson fight right to save my fucking life. But he's so much older. But he's not slow. This is the thing. He's not slow. He's going to be very fast. I'm going to say it. He's going to be better than Bonfim on the feet. He's going to be outstriking the shit out of Bonfim. I don't think Bonfim's going to be able to catch him with his footwork. I don't think his boxing is good enough to catch Steven at all. I think Steven's going to be light years better than him on the feet. I do think this is a fight as long as Steven can defend the takedowns, he wins. But I don't think this is going to be a fight where Bonfim kind of takes down... Do I want to pick Wonder Boy? Oh, this would be such a good retirement fight for Wonder Boy, too. I don't know. Like, when I watch the tape on Bonfim, something tells me he's going to get fucking... Like, why are the odds this wide? Oh, I think I should pick Steven. Take that risk? No, I can't. I've done too much fucking research, too much thinking Bonfim's going to win. I'm thinking Bonfim's going to go out there, get like one takedown a round. And I think in round 3, he's going to be like landing some shots on Stephen Thompson on the ground. And I think when Stephen pops his head up or uses his left arm to post, I think Bonfim's going to latch up that Darce choke quick. And this is a different level of grappling when it's terms of the submissions. A true jiu-jitsu specialist is Bonfim on the ground when he wants you there. He's going to get you and he's going to submit you. And I think he's going to submit Stephen Thompson in round 3. It sucks to see. I want Stephen Thompson to win. And while they're on the feet, I promise you Stephen Thompson's going to chin him. Or not chin him. Hurt him. Rock him. Outstrike him. Just do whatever he wants with him on the feet. He's going to be If Bonfim wins on the feet, shout out Bonfim, man. I don't think he's going to do it, though. Moving on up the card. Derek Black Beast Lewis versus Talison Teixeira. What a fucking thumb this guy is. This guy's a literal Brazilian thumb. I heard this guy called himself the Brazilian LeBron. My brother. Stop. The Ora loss from that was insane. But I'm going to be going Talison Teixeira by first round knockout. And I do think the fucking chances of Lewis winning are ridiculously high. Like, I actually think if you're going to bet on any underdog to bet, in terms of like pure value for their odds, it's probably Stephen Thompson or Derek Lewis. Like, these two's odds are just disrespectful. Like, Brazilians have not won in the main events this year as men, so maybe Talison's the first one, but I don't know. It's going to be very close. I just think Talison's hungrier, younger. Lewis is old. Lewis does not even fucking care about his fights. He just shows up for the check. He has a beast of a right hand. There's an AI video of fucking him being in shape, so people thought, oh, Lewis has the chance. I don't think so. I know MMA gurus picking Lewis. You're banking on one punch guy. I don't think one punch is gonna win. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe you shit on it. Maybe you shit on me and my fucking fans start killing me. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. The UFC Taliesin Texiera and Derek Lewis full card predictions are now out. And yeah, man. Hopefully it's a great card in Nashville. I'm predicting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 7, 8 finishes I'm predicting on this card. So if we got at least 6, that's an amazing card. And let's make some fucking... Oh, again, almost forgot the bets for the millionth time. I literally put it in the thumbnail, and I still almost fucking forget. Guys, let's get right into it. My prop bet is going to be... You know what? My money line bet, guys... Do I want to be... my 3 money lines, eh? You know what? My 3 money line... Oh, I'm going to be such a dickhead to you guys. I'm sorry. Mora, Davis, Petrino. Those are my 3 money line locks. Obviously, no odds for you guys. I'm sorry. Fucking odds are wide as shit on this card, as they should be for some of these fights. How the fuck is this fight only minus 325? I don't get it. But moving on. So that was my 3 money lines. My round prop bet in terms of specific over 2.5, under 2.5. Fight goes the distance, fight doesn't go the distance. We're going to be taking the under 2.5 on Cater and Garcia. I'm very confident this fight ends by finish, and I think it'd be earlier. I think if this fight gets out of the second round, it's going to probably go to a decision. And yeah, man, I'm going to be taking Calvin Cater to knock him out in the first. So I think I'm going to be taking that one to go under 2.5. My specific bet is going to be my underdog of the night is going to be Walter Walker via decision. I'm going to be taking Walter Walker as my underdog of the night. My lock of the card is going to be Vitor Petrino. My cycle parlay. Fuck. We're gonna be taking Matthews by decision. No. Walter by decision. Petrino by knockout. Bonfim by sub. If that shit hits, bro, I'm running. Mark my words, I'm running. Yeah. Moving on up the card. Or not moving on up the card. Moving on to the last thing, the Big C MMA parlay. Guys, the Big C MMA parlay is going to be going like this. Taliesin Texiera by money line. Morgan Charrier money line. Over 1.5 for Walter and Kennedy. Mike Davis by finish. Actually, no. Mike Davis by submission or points. And the dagger, Chris Curtis by KO. That's going to be the dagger, boys. Nuts plus money 5-legger. Nothing too serious. We're going to be hitting some nice singles today as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.